Hello, Cancer. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. Cancer, how are you? And welcome to the weekend. I'm reading this on the weekend, but whenever you find this today, tomorrow, next year, it could resonate with you. Cancer, I don't often tell you guys this, but I do meditate before every read, and I got really excited. As I was coming out of the meditation for you, I got really excited about doing your reading. I feel like there is something cool that's about to come up for you. We'll see if it comes up in the cards, but I feel like I'm supposed to be excited for you. Like I feel really excited at this moment that something's about to go down that I think that you're going to be quite excited about, or something is going to make you super happy. Let's find out what is going on for you, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome here if you've never been here before. And if you are somebody who has been here before, thanks for coming back. At the end of this video, I am going to talk to you about how to find the extended. And if you want a private reading, we'll talk about that as well. All right, so here we are. So we've got the carriage. It says a journey, either physical or mental. And then we have the tower. It says a solid foundation, success with effort. It feels like you're coming to the end of a journey. And I feel like at the end of the journey, it's a physical or mental journey. It feels like it is something here that is abundant. We've got a lot of flowers. Yeah, the wheels are still on. I want to say the wheels are still on the carriage here. Something has carried you to this point here that I think that you're going to finally realize that you can see things from the top down. The solid foundation is here, and that there is something that you've been working on or hoping for or wishing for. And I feel like it says here, success with effort. So it feels like something that you've been working on is coming to fruition. All right, we've got the bat. It says, take care, enemies are working against you. Maybe that's why it's taken you a while to get here. It says here a journey, right? And a journey means you've been going for a while. So maybe that's why it's taken you a little bit of time to get here. Bottom of the deck, we have the rose. It says romance is in the air. We'll talk about that. Oh, we have a career. Maybe you'll meet somebody at work. And then we have the ram here. It says a stubborn, aggressive person. We have the finger. It says warning of a problem either now or in the future. I feel like you're going to be meeting someone in the future, possibly. But of course, we do have the bat here. It says, take care, enemies are working against you. And this person is stubborn and aggressive, it says here. Warning you of a problem. I'm just going to say the ram is, of course, Aries. It could be Aries. It doesn't have to be. I'm not saying Aries is aggressive. But it says here, either now or in the future, there's a warning of a problem. So this person could be a problem in the future, just saying. But we'll talk about all of that in a bit. Let's get some tarot on it. Let's talk about you, because it feels like you are moving into a more solid foundation in the middle of the week here. Tell me about Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. A journey, either physical or mental. Excuse me. So you could be getting out of a place where you've been stuck mentally as well. Tell me about the carriage, please. Ooh, look at that. I kind of love that. The Six of Swords is here. I love tarot, y'all. It always answers back, right? Whatever we speak into the universe comes back with an answer. I promise you, if you would just do it. It says here a journey, either physical or mental, and then we pull the Six of Swords, which is going from a place of chaos in the mind to a much calmer place. It feels like you've decided to leave somewhere, or you're already in transition from leaving a chaotic time in your life, or a mindset possibly. And it feels like the week ahead is when you get to dock the boat. I'm gonna say it could be something that was emotionally chaotic for you as well. But for you, because you're Cancer and you're highly sensitive, right? It could be something that was in the mind that was making you feel emotional. But I feel like this is really, we've got four, we always have to look at symbolism, right? We've got four swords in the backpack here. And so it seems to me that you've been doing some healing here. It's like this guide is pushing you forward towards some sort of an answer or decision you've made. Because for me, when swords are down, the decision has been made and you're moving toward the next thing. So it does feel like It does feel like it's because of some sort of healing that you've done, possibly because of swords in the mind, right? It could be a mental or physical, right? But I think it's a mental, for most of you, it's a mental journey. Tell me about this Tower, please. What is the solid foundation? Success with effort. We have the Magician. Oh, I like it. You got all the tools, friend. Yes. So the solid foundation you built for yourself is that you've built yourself into this place of success. You finally know who you are. And maybe not finally, but maybe you always knew who you are, but now you realize your magic. So you realize that there is magic in speaking it out, to saying it to the universe. The magician is always manifesting. The magician doesn't go out there running after things. The magician uses the tools given to them by the universe. And the only way the tools work, take it from a person who fought with the tools for a very long time, the only way they work is if you believe that they do. So that's the catch. And I think that finally you believe that they do. As if by magic, but it's not magic at all. You've just really learned to master your tools here. We've got the bat, and it says, take care. Enemies are working against you. Maybe you feel like somebody is against you here, because we are talking about someone who is stubborn, and that's something, it says here, something is going to, warning you against a problem, right? That's coming in the future. That's pointing in the future, right? Let's talk about the bat. We've got the Page of Cups. So this is a new person. So this isn't somebody that you know. This isn't somebody who's trying to cause problems in your life. This is somebody who's brand new. And I feel like it's somebody who surprises you. So if it is somebody that you know, maybe it is for some of you. If it is somebody that you know, it's somebody you didn't see in this light before. This is going to surprise you or shock you. I feel like you're going to find out that somebody's been working against you. And for some of you, you don't even know this person. This is somebody that you're going to meet in the future, because it does say here that we've got a warning of a problem in the future. And then we've got the ram and the mice. It says discord among friends or family. So for some of you, it could be a friend or a family member who's really stubborn and is going to cause problems for you in the future. It definitely could be that. We've got the Two of Swords. It's like you're going to have to make some sort of really tough decision. But this tough decision, I feel, is not going to be as hard as maybe it may have been in the past when you weren't necessarily in the magician energy. In the magician energy, you have, you have your own approval. I'm going to say that you're giving yourself approval to stay in balance, listen to the universe, and manifest whatever it is that you want. Tell me about the Six of Swords with the carriage, please. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to put down 2 cards here first. This is going to be for the rest of the month. We're going to see what's coming up for you in the rest of the month. We've got the Six of Pentacles. And we've got the Two of Swords. Okay, so the Two of Swords came back. And so it feels like you have to make a judgment, a decision about who you're going to give your time, effort, energy, or money to. It feels like with the Six of Pentacles that everybody has their hand out. And this is discernment, right? This is Libra, which is also the Queen of Swords energy. And so it feels like you're going to have to make some sort of really big decision, possibly around the full moon. We have the full moon in Aries coming up on the 6th, and we do have the ram here, right? Which indicates Aries energy. As I said, it doesn't always have to be an energy. Is the energy of Aries, the one that's stubborn, because we all know that every single sign can be stubborn in their own way, right? So let's talk about the Six of Swords. Let's talk about this carriage here. Tell me about Cancer and this carriage, because you're moving on from something, friend. You're coming to the end of a journey, and things are going to start to get a lot easier. And it's because you've realized your worth and your magic here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. I like it. Nine of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles. And we've got the Fool. So you definitely are on your way to a new cycle. You know what? It looks like growth to me. When I'm looking at this here, it looks like the Nine of Pentacles is that you are moving forward by yourself. So I don't think you're somebody who's moving forward with a partner or a friend. I feel like you're finally doing something for you on your own. And I think that's because of the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles isn't only about being single. The Nine of Pentacles is also about growth, right? We start with the Ace and then we grow brick by brick or pentacle by pentacle. And I feel like you've had some sort of a glow up. But I want to say that this is pre-Empress energy, and the Empress is, the Queen of Pentacles, right? And so I feel like you've been taking care of your health, taking care of your wealth. You've been saving money. You've been stacking away your pentacles. You're really having good success at something, Possibly that you've started a business that's growing. It feels like it's growing abundance for you, because then the next step here is the King of Pentacles. So it feels like you go from the pre-Empress energy into this Kinged energy right away, where your finances are doing really well, or you become financially aware. And the Fool, it tells me it allows you, or tumbles forward, it allows you to open up the door and have some really sort of exciting new something, profitable something that is showing up here. So it could be for those of you waiting for a job, it could be this is where the job finally opens the door and shoos you in. And it feels like if you were waiting on a job, I want to say that maybe you didn't set your sights on something that was big enough. And I want to say that if you've been waiting for a while, maybe this job with the King of Pentacles here is the one that pays the most, or has the best benefits, or whatever it is that you really loved about it. But I feel like this Nine of Pentacles told me you needed to grow first in order to be able to be what they were looking for in this particular position, because we are looking at money, stability, moving slow, building something. Now I have enough for me and to offer other people. But these two cards here, the King of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles, also tell me that you could have started a business that's now beginning to really flourish. But the Fool is here, the new chapter is here, and you're in the boat, right? So you've left the chaotic financial things in the past, or the chaotic ways in which you had to move slow, or maybe it was a slow growth process for you. I always do say that you are Cancer, the King of Pentacles, that you are the Taurus of the water signs, that you move really slow. And so I feel like this has been a really long journey for you, but I feel like it's been a journey of growth. And so it's been mental growth, it's been physical growth. It feels like it's been both. Tell me about the Magician. We've got the Tower here for you. I feel like all of these pentacles are telling me something really good. Time, effort, money, energy, a job, finances, your business. Something here has got a lot of growth. So I think that's the exciting energy that I was feeling here. Tell me about the Magician. So now you're on a solid foundation. King of Pentacles is here. Now you're on this solid foundation, which is this Tower, right? You've built something very strong. You're building success with effort here. We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Swords. And we've got the 7 of Cups. So I feel like you finally have sorted through the things that you needed to sort through in order to see your own success, in order to see your own stability and your worth, your own worth, that you could do it on your own because you do have all the tools that you need. You have everything that you need. I feel like the 10 of Wands is telling me, I love the symbolism on this particular one because it really does tell a story of the 2 wands pointing to the ground, which means a decision has been made and I'm going to hit the ground running. Holding on to 7 wands, which is like I'm still feeling a defensive energy, but the Ace of Wands is pointing up, which tells me that there's something really exciting on the horizon because it's pointing to the horizon for me. So it feels like something really exciting is on the horizon, that first you had to drop whatever it was that you needed to drop in order to realize your greatness, which I feel is what the Magician energy is, to realize that manifestation really does work. Look, y'all, look, listen to me. Come here, closer. If manifestation didn't work, I wouldn't be here reading. You wouldn't be here clicking. There would be nothing for you to watch here. I manifested myself into this beautiful life that I have, where I'm very fortunate to make my money the way that I do. And it's because of you that I'm able to make my money the way that I do. But I'm telling you that manifestation works. And I think that you know it. And I think that's really exciting as well. Maybe part of the excitement that I was feeling for you. The 5 of Swords is here. And the 7 of Cups is here. And I really think that the 5 of Swords is really about trying to find my way. I'm going to, the 5 of Swords is sort of about aggravation, and we don't really agree, and it could be intrusive thoughts. But I feel like the aggravation comes from the 7 of Cups. I feel like it was your feelings were getting in the way, or you were overly emotional. But I think that you've now gotten out of the 7 of Cups because you've adopted the King of Pentacles energy, which is if I go slow and I go solid and I know my worth, there's no reason why things can't work out for me like they do for everybody else. I feel like you this 10 of Wands is what you're dropping or what you're deciding to release, because when we get to the 10 you can just release it all, is the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. And I feel that all that leaves is the Magician and the Tower, a place where you have stability, and because you know that with effort, using the tools that were given to you, you can have whatever you want. Now we're going to talk about this bat here, because I feel like there is I feel like you're going to be surprised that there's someone in your life here who is actually working against you. And maybe you didn't necessarily connect with them as an enemy, but it feels like in the future here, you might find that somebody here was not necessarily on your side. Tell me about this. We've got the Four of Wands. It could be someone who you live with, who lives with you, could be a member of your family, could be a member of your soul tribe. We've got the Queen of Swords. You're going to find out someone's been talking behind your back. And we've got the Eight of Swords. And so I feel like you are going to find out that somebody here has been talking smack about you and your success. Somebody here, it feels, is probably a little bit jelly. The Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Knight of Swords is telling me that someone is talking out of both sides of their mouth, or they're not talking out of turn. This is somebody who's speaking carelessly, and I don't see Gemini ever as someone who speaks carelessly. But I feel like in the consistency that we're looking at here with the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're going to have to stand up for yourself, or you're going to have to liberate yourself from a situation, because I feel like this person, you're going to find out, it's going to be shocking to you, and you're going to be in this Eight of Swords energy for a bit, saying like, what do I do? Do I cut this person out? Do I just build a boundary? Do I confront them? What do I do with it? So the Queen of Swords is here, and the Queen of Swords is only ever going to speak the truth. The Queen of Swords is not going to mince words. The Queen of Swords is, I feel like that's why you're in the Eight of Swords here. I feel like you're in the Eight of Swords because you feel like your hands are tied. You know who this person is. They might be a child. They could be someone who's younger than you, or they could be someone who completely shocks you as someone that you realized, maybe it's someone that you gave money to. Maybe it's someone that you helped out financially. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a shock that this person is somebody who's smack talking about your fortune, or smack talking about how life is a little bit easier for you. Because, you know, when life becomes easy for people, it's easy for other people to get in the comments or to get into your life and say, yeah, you didn't even work for that. It just fell in your lap, when you know that the hard work is what you put into it. And so I feel like this is what you're going to find out. We will talk more about that, but let's talk about the rest of the month here, because I feel like you're making a really hard decision. It could be around the 6th or after the 6th. We do have the full moon here, and we do have a full moon in Aries coming up on the 6th. And it's a super moon, right? We do have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're cutting someone out of your life that you used to give time, energy, care, effort, money. I feel like you used to help them a lot. Whenever they needed you, you were there. Look, that could be an older child. It could be anybody, really. And whoever this person is, I feel like you gave and you gave and you gave, and you realized that they weren't going to be able to give back, but you didn't care, because that's who you are. It's your core, Cancer. You're just going to help people that need help, period. Tell me more about this. We've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Judgment card. Ooh, boy. All right. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. There it is. You shut it down. I feel like you come to a realization. Something comes to your attention that somebody who I feel you thought was excited for you is not. The Ace of Wands is in the reverse. This person is not excited about your fortune. They're not excited about you doing well. They're not excited about you finally coming out of the dark night of the soul and turning into the magician. Like, they don't like that everything you speak out loud comes true. This person is somebody who I feel is quite envious, and I feel like you're probably going to make a decision to cut them out of your life. And I think it's because the Judgment card is here. It's a really hard decision, but when the majors show up, as I've always told you, you don't really have a decision except how you're going to react or respond to the situation that's coming at you 100%. I feel like the Four of Pentacles tells me you shut down the bank of Cancer, that you're like no longer going to give people your time, your effort, your energy, or maybe it's a group, or maybe it's a person. I'm just saying, maybe it's one person. It feels like in the future that you are going to meet up with the Ram, this stubborn person here. And it does feel like they could be a member of your family. As I was saying, it says close friends and family, discord among friends and family, temporary situation. So it could be a temporary situation, but it says changes in your life. So I don't think you see the changes that are coming. I'm going to put down a couple cards for this romances in the air, because I think you should know what that is before we go into the extended. For those of you who might not be coming there, it feels like, it says here romance in the air in the career energy. So it feels like somebody here is going to be meeting someone possibly that they're working with. Oh, there's an attraction in the workplace is what it is. I feel like you're really attracted to someone, or this could be a new job as well if this is not going on for you right now. But we've got the Six of Cups. It's like there's a person here that you feel like you've known forever. And in this moment of alchemy, I think things get pretty heated. I think they get pretty hot. We'll talk more about that in the extended. I'm going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to go to the extended. If you're interested in going there with us, please look at the top of the comment section. There is one pinned comment. It'll tell you how to get to the membership area where you get 4 readings as a minimum per month, 4 extended readings, and you can have more. Of course, I do them for all of the signs, so whatever you're looking at as an extended read, you will get those extended reads for all the signs. I'm going to put down these cards right here, and we will go and we will talk about what is coming up in the future. Oh, also private reads. If you're interested in a private read, I'm doing them live. I'm doing them pre-recorded. Take the link to Hypsee. Look at my pricing and my timetable. You will get a discount for booking ahead for live readings. Let's find out what else is going on. Some advice for Cancer. We've got the Two of Cups. I'm just saying. We got the Two of Cups, we got the Two of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Wands. All right. Well, we know what we're up against here. It looks like there's somebody pretty hot in your environment here. And now that you finally let go of the things that, of this being unsure of yourself, I feel you finally let go of, it's time for you to grow. And we've got the, as I was saying, it's time for you to grow. I heard AJR say it's time to grow. Bang, bang, bang. So you might want to listen to the song called Bang. Two of Cups, deepening a connection, making the decision to deepen a connection with somebody who you're quite attracted to here. The Devil energy tells me that maybe you're obsessed a little bit with somebody who feels like you've known them forever and feels like you are going to get some sort of moment of alchemy, or maybe something is going to come into balance, I'm going to say, between you. And we'll talk more about that in the extended. I'm going to go there, and if you'd like to be there, you know how to find us. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. And see you soon. Thanks, Cancer. Bye-bye.